Ladies and gentlemen, we have House. I knew I was going to be adding this one eventually, but this is just such a great movie. The Arrow Company, the Arrow Video, has done a great job of bringing these films to life. See here, you are cordially invited to spend an evening with Roger Cobb and his friends. Don't come alone. Horror has found a new home. As you can see here, we have this cover right here. I have done the unboxing on this, and I love the fact that this hand is just reaching out to push the doorbell. But you also have this alternate really cool cover on the inside. And to be fair, I do love the fact that it's actually built like this. It's got just a lot going on. Now, I'm not going to lie. This movie isn't for everybody, but it does do a very good job. Now, House is one of four films, and each one is kind of an independent story. The fourth one and the first one have the only real link to them, except for the fact that both films, one and two at least, have a have a Cheers cast member starring in the film or being around very shortly. Go figure. Hey, works though. The House movies are fantastic. They're well done. They look good. They sound good. The way it comes through. And the house is absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at that house. That is a spooky ass house. And the story is just perfect with the way it does things. It sets up these characters. It has a decent cast. There's elements of Vietnam. There's these really cool monster effects and these cool ghost effects. I mean, even though this is not meant to be the scariest film out there, it's still just a good fun. However, it is kind of still rated R, so parental guidance is suggested if you want to let your kids see this. But it's one of those old horror movies. I don't think it's going to be too scary. I mean, it's not like you're showing them freaking The Exorcist. Yeah, I'd have a problem with that. Basically determine if your kids are, ready or not. I love how it opens, how it does stuff, how they do these color templates. And this was not a super expensive film, and yet it already has quality to it and a level of design that's pretty cool. The other advantage is this Blu-ray version is actually very well done. I was very impressed with House 2. That'll probably be next year. But in this case, this is actually a really good movie. It's fun. And if you're just wanting to get the movie to see it, it is actually on DVD and it's pretty affordable. So I can recommend it that way. Just saying. Let's see if I get into another sequence. Ah, there's our lead character. He's, by the way, an author. He's recently had an issue where his son has gone missing. And then, of course, tragedy with one of his relatives, the lady who owns the house, goes away and then he moves in. He's estranged from his wife after what's happened with his son. This guy is basically lucky if he can do anything. I mean, it's just something. I mean, look at this guy. He's basically like trying to deal with life. I don't blame him. I mean, Scott, I've actually never done that. I've never just thrown the whole package in to the microwave. But that's me personally. And you can tell it's the 80s from the look. A lot of good character actors in here too, as you can see. And you got to feel like that. First, you're in trouble with your wife, your son goes missing, and then you have another family member die, and then you have to take over this huge house. And then the problems don't end there because now you've got to deal with ghosts, goblins, dead guys, and a whole load of other stuff. It's actually not a bad film. I love his adventures because he's constantly trying to figure out what's going on. There's all this stuff happening. You think there's somebody around, and then all other stuff happens. There's this um, bloated corpse that starts getting cut up, and he's got a friend that comes over with her child, and one of the hands is actually on the kid's back. It's pretty cool. And the biggest confrontation is, of course, all I have to do is open up and you see him right there. Yeah, he's like one of the big baddies of the film, and he's just scary as hell. He's a former Vietnam buddy of this guy, and he didn't make it back. And he proves to be one of the big problems in the film. He's one of them. He's not the only one, but he's definitely one of them. And as time progresses, he starts to find out more and more about this house. He starts to fight the things, and eventually, by the end of the film, there's a. Uh, actually, I shouldn't tell you because that would spoil the ending. Even if I don't tell you the whole ending, that could still spoil it. It's a horror movie. I still recommend that it can be watched by kids, but parents need to decide whether or not their kids can actually watch this because there's still violence. Yeah, I'm like in shorts. It's too hot where I am right now to do everything. Besides, it feels kind of nice on my legs. Ooh, nice breeze. I shouldn't be able to say this in October, but I'm in Vegas. It's hot. It's really hot. Really, it's really hot. Okay, moving on. So the movie does a lot of these good things. Again, though, if you're going to let your kids see it, even if it's an old film, I still recommend you watch it first, you observe it, or you see if they're the right age to see this movie. It's not that bad. It's not even filled with a lot of bad words or anything. It's just a fun movie. And as you can see from just the screenshots that I'm like cherry picking here from chapter selection and stuff, it's actually got a lot going on. And there's a decent amount of length here. And look at that. He's trying to write another book too. That's the other problem he's got. He's not only doing all that, he's coming here and he's trying to write another horror novel. This time it'll be like a horror novel in Vietnam. And I love the fact that he's like, there's this one punk chick who comes in during one of his book signings. She's got a freaking mohawk. That was actually really cool. And she was actually kind of cute too, by the way. I mean, and he's just like, love the mohawk. She's like, and apparently that was the actor just improvising a line on the spot like that. And that's good. I do feel some actors have the if if it's the right kind of feel for the scene, they can improvise and they can add to their character. This actor is very good at doing that, by the way, and especially in this movie. And kind of like Ryan Reynolds when he does Deadpool, half of what is in the script and half is just him doing what he's doing. Very well too for this movie. I'm going to enjoy this movie a lot. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to have fun. I'm glad I have two and one. Getting three and four, I don't even know where I would find a copy. At least one that will work here in the U.S. in Region A. And I'm kind of like Blu-ray. Just saying. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and I'll see you later. Bye.